Hello there ladies and gentlemen, it's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for a new video, and today it's time for the penultimate in the series of videos I'm uploading on the classic era of the Pro Evolution Soccer series. Today it is time for Pro Evolution Soccer 6, which was released in 2006, and this was the first Pro Evolution Soccer which was released, coincided with a current gen title at the time. And what I mean by that is this was also released on the Xbox 360, which I did play, not at the time it came out, but subsequently years after. Realised it was pretty shit, and that these games are obviously much better, as we know, in this day and age. But yeah, back in 2006 when this dropped, I had a PS2, and I didn't move to the next gen, and I ended up, doesn't really matter because it's cross-gen, of course, well, not cross-gen, but it was released on both platforms, 360 and PS3, but, I was a PS1 guy, PS2 guy, but then I moved over to the Xbox 360, because more of my friends had a 360, it was a cheaper console, and genuinely, I think, in that particular era, the 360 was the better console, personally, but anybody who knows the Pro Evolution Soccer franchise will know that for whatever reason the Konami devs that made the Pro Evolution Soccer series quite simply struggled with the hardware, and the games were never as good. And I'm sure some people have their favourites in the post PS2 era, but I don't really care for any of them. I don't think any of them are as good as the PS2 games. But yeah, this for me is pretty much the peak. PES 2008 was the last PS2 version of the games that I played. Like I said, during, I think it was yesterday's video when I was recording for PES 5, I still can't believe that they went until 2014, basically, essentially just releasing the same game. But I played this one quite a lot. I've been talking a lot about, 1 and 2, quite similar, and then there's an evolution to 3, and 4's more arcadey, and 5's very defensive. Not really smoking much about this game. I've been playing it quite a bit today. I've just started a World Cup campaign with England. I won 4-0 on top player, believe me. And this is a really great game. Some people might have it as their favourite. It, engine-wise feels so similar to 4 and 5, but you can feel the difference at the same time. I've just been looking at the training menus as well and just trying to get a little bit better. I forgot about the early crosses. Press L1 and circle, you can dink in an early cross. Press R2 and you put a lofted cross into the box. I've got that in my arsenal now, and there's just one or two other bits and bobs of controls that I haven't been doing since I returned to the game in the last few weeks. Like I keep saying, and I'm going to repeat, ladies and gentlemen, I'm playing this via a HDMI converter which I bought off Amazon a few weeks ago. Apologies that it's not quite full screen, but these are just one-off videos playing these classic, wonderful Pro Evolution Soccer games. Now, I just uploaded Pro Evolution Soccer 3 today, and I didn't put it in the Classic series. I put it as playing as instead of Classics. They're all Classics, but I think I'm going to leave the Classics until 4, 5, and then we'll just call this playing. I don't know why I'm saying all this shit, doesn't matter to you guys, but one thing I will say is this intro screen, it's pretty shit, it's pretty throwaway, it's not memorable. I think the game after this is bloody Kaiser Chiefs, the song. But yeah, PES 4 was for me the peak of the introductions. This one, there's a guy just playing keepy-ups outside a football stadium, and that's probably the best part of the intro. But I'm showing the intros in all these videos, so let's go. I should mention as well, guys, if this is your first time watching these videos, the audio is only being recorded from my Sennheisers, which is next to the microphone, because using this converter and recording off the Elgato, it doesn't record the actual sound from the hardware itself. Man playing with ball. That wasn't plural, ladies and gentlemen. You don't even get Brackley or Brooklyn here, sorry, saying Pro Evolution Soccer 6. But yeah, that intro was pretty shit. The guy wasn't playing Keepy Up, so maybe that was 2008. Oh, that was 2005. That was PES 5, sorry. But yeah, there's just loads of weird things on the screen. I saw a butterfly for some reason. No idea why. No idea what the hell's going on. All I know is it's shit compared to the older games. A lot less passion got into it, in my opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got the network again. We've got International Challenge, which is basically just qualification for the World Cup without any of the teams. Totally don't get it. I never did it. You've got everything else that you did in the early Pro Evo games. And you've also got this random selection match. I did think about doing this. So you could play, for example, England, Germany, France and Italy here versus, well, whoever. Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay and Paraguay, I guess. There's no end to what you can think of, you know. It's really cool. I really enjoyed this back in the day. So you could pick the best, the Premier League. Well, it's not necessarily the best, the Premier League. Versus 4 random teams. And then press square. And these are just random Premier League players. And it ended up always giving a good balance. So you'd have a few world-class players in there. A lot of average players in there. And some shit players in there. And then you could, I don't know, come up with... Let's have a look here. Oh, no, wait a minute. Team instead, and you could pick rivals like Arsenal and Chelsea. You don't need to do all 4, so you could just do Arsenal and Chelsea versus Liverpool, Man United, for example. So, really cool. I had a lot of fun with that back in the day. Something I don't think they've ever really done subsequently. I might be wrong, though. But anyway, today, ladies and gentlemen, to celebrate the 2006 FIFA World Cup, the year that this game was released, we are playing France versus Italia. And it was indeed a shit World Cup final. So it was. So Stade Louis, the second, 10-minute match, top player. Let's play in the summer, but at night time. This game, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored by Reebok. That's why there's loads of Reebok balls, and that sponsorship didn't really do literally anything for the game. But you can use some Reebok balls, and there's also the Reebok Cup, which is pretty much just the Konami Cup. I can't remember if there's any difference. But here we have it, the France team. Barthez at 35 was still France's goalkeeper. The fuck? Thuram at centre-back, getting on a bit, but he's got William Gallas next to him. Sagnol, Abidal, Makelele, and Vieira. Holy shit. Wiltord at 32 on the right wing. Ribéry, Zidane behind Henry. Kind of think I'm going to put Sidney Govou ahead of Wiltord there. Got some good firepower on the bench. But yeah, of course, Italy ended up winning the World Cup. Didn't they? Yeah, I think they did. Cannavaro, Nesta, Grosso. Here we have it. So this top player. Now, I'll prove to you guys, especially if I don't win this, that... Oh, God. Whoa, the controls. They just did what? Oh, no. They had a mind of its own then, or their own. Let's not get this started now, please, guys. Please, game. Don't do this to me. Jesus, Patrick Vieira. Like a friggin' giraffe in that midfield, man. About 8 foot. Well, giraffes are about... I don't know how tall they are. A lot taller than 8 feet, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you that much. When I concentrate, I can win games. If you've been watching these videos so far, ladies and gentlemen, I'm uploading 2 a week. You'll have seen that I'm not doing too well. Here we go, Sidney Govou. I don't know if he's got the composure. Oh my God, that happened. Watch the Pro Evo 3 video that I just uploaded today, actually. Clarence Seedorf. He hits the ball exactly like that, across goal. It's an absolute shit shot. You know, I did forget, though, using the command list here. We look on attack. There is also... Where is it? Shoot. Look, a controlled shot, square, and then when the gauge is available, press R2. So it's not so much a finesse shot. They seem to hit it with the side of the side foot. But it is something that I've not been doing. I don't know when they introduced that controlled shot. If it's in the original game. 2-3 onwards. But yeah, I need to get used to all the buttons. Because when you're playing at the top level, playing at level 5, I don't think there's level 6 in this game like there is in PES 4 and 5. Oh, Willie Sagnol. Press the circle button there for a slide tackle and the game thinks it's a shot. Wasn't so far away. I didn't realise as well, the advertising boards there, we're getting some actual advertisements from France itself. Carrefour, I don't know what that is. But yeah, the international teams, a lot of them are sponsored in this game. There's some kind of credit card there as well, Credit Agricole. Sagnol bombing down the right hand side. Italy going to be defensively solid. Oh, 1-2, Henry and Ribéry. He was a great player. Remember, that was the first time I'd really seen him. The 2006 World Cup. And he was definitely one of the stars of the tournament. Oh, Sidney Govey, that's fantastic. And this guy played for Lyon. There you go. I've hit R2 there, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, Henry ends up getting his head on the ball. So if I'd have just pressed circle once, it'd have gone high, but it'd have gone faster. But that kind of just floats it in the box. And if you've got a really tall striker or a player who's competent in the air, it can make a big difference. I've been experimenting with that this afternoon. Played a friendly or two, and then I started a World Cup campaign with England. I've only played one game, but I won Cameroon 4-0. That's on top player. And it was a close game. I had 12 shots, they had 12 shots, but they just weren't capable in front of goal, which is surprising, because they've got Samuel Eto'o, Cameroon, and Italy have Gilardino. How about that? France in the mud. Absolutely sensational play from Italy. That is Zambrotta. Yeah, Zambrotta with a cross. Dinks it in. And that really is a sensational header from Gilardino. It's around about the time he moved to AC Milan. I'm not quite sure. But yet again, we're behind. And I'm going to have to prove that 4-0 win against Cameroon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not talking shit. It happened. Anyway, here's Ribéry. I think he's right-footed. Oh, it's in the post! From a tight angle. Willie Sagnol. I'll tell you something, you know. That guy is having one hell of a game. It's Willie's game. Damn. And here's Zidane. His last game as a professional footballer. One of the greatest to ever play the game. And he decides to head someone in the chest. Quite incredible. Yeah, it was really shit, that World Cup final. As so many are, of course. Here's Totti to Gattuso. Ooh, that was a real finesse shot indeed. Gennaro Gattuso, just wrong side of the post. Abidal. Cracking ball to Ribéry again. And Henry, I pressed the X button. I pressed the X button. I don't know why. Henry leaping like a salmon today. He's looking dangerous in the air. Which is no mean feat against Cannavaro and Nesta. Two of the best in the business. Oh. Calm down, ref. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. Around 34. Although I might be wrong here, but I always remember that the Pro Evo games made players like a year or so younger than they actually were by the time the game released for some bizarre reason. I'm sure that's a thing. Use a manual pass there. Spread it out wide to Govey and Willie Sagnol. Brilliant. Zidane. Low cross. Still losing by about the 60th minute. I think I'm going to have to take maybe Makalele off. And we do have Makalele and Paddy Vieira. Sure, it's got to be a contender for the best defensive midfield in the world at the time, ladies and gentlemen. And though both players coming out of the peak, arguably. Sidney Govou gives it to Sanyol. Oh no, that was Zidane. Sanyol again. Oh, brilliant skill from Zidane. It's back in the mix-up. Ribéry, some bloody head tennis going on right now. Definitely glad I brought Sidney Govou on. He's had a great game so far. But now France failing to connect with, oh dear God, some of these crosses. And it's same old, I'm losing yet again. But I think a lot of the time it is the quality of opposition I'm playing against. Like I mentioned before, I beat Cameroon 4-0 and obviously they're not top quality. Samuel Eto'o is, but not many of the other players are. But playing against a team like Italy here and I'm struggling. Might bring that defensive line higher as well. Italy are playing with a front two, Tony and Gilardino, but neither of them are really rapid, especially Tony. So we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. But Italy basically had one shot and scored it, and that does tend to happen in these old Pro Evo games more than I remember. But yeah, really enjoying playing Pro Evo 6. Played it a lot this afternoon. Since starting these videos, obviously when I'm just chatting shit, I've spoken about the evolution of the series, the PS2 era. I've not really spoke too much about PES 6, but yeah, it's up there. It's up there with the best of them, I think. I'm going to loft this in the box. Never mind. Zidane. Ooh. Tony. Italy not blessed with pace, like I said before. Fucking hell. Yeah, I did say this before in one of the other videos, but it bears repeating. 15-minute matches are the best in these old Pro Evo games. 10 minutes just doesn't seem like enough for me, personally. Here's Govou. Henri, it's over the bar. It's not the first headed shot he's had in this game, but it's not working by now. It's really not. The hardest thing to do when you're playing on the hardest difficulty in these old Pro Evo games is to attack through the centre of the pitch, in my opinion. It's really tough. There's Tony. Not a bad effort, you know, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we're going to have to try and attack here. Manual, team, auto attack. That's different than it was in the older games. So we can do that. That's going to make us attack a little bit more. Let's change the formation as well. Let's only have one sitting. Zidane. Still want Ribéry on. Govou there. He's had a good game. Makelele off, or I would probably say maybe you know, Saha is a lot better than Trezeguet. It's quite interesting. Never old Trezeguet though, here. 29. Okay, Saha it is. What the hell? I pressed L1 for the early cross, but I don't know where that ball was going. Thankfully, it smashed the Italy player in the head, and we kept the ball. Well, won the throw in. Already bloody lost it now. Oh. That pressure from Vieira there. I'm surprised that didn't result in a foul, ladies and gentlemen. So there's only one video to go now in the series, and it's PES 2008. I have no idea how the others play. Oh my god! Bertez with the comedy show. He did give us some comedy down the years, ladies and gentlemen. No, no, no. It just ain't happening. Zidane to Govu to Sahar. He is left-footed, of course. Ribéry, he's only about 4 foot tall. He ain't going to do much with that. Can't dive in with Zidane. That'd be suicide. What a touch that is. Bertez is out of position, and that should have been 2. But he skied it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that chest control from Gilardino. That was absolutely outrageous. Willie Gallas. Up to Abidal. Have we not got Patrice ever on the bench? We haven't. That's quite surprising. Pascal Chimbonda is on the bench. Holy shit. Okay, let's bring on Wiltord. Wiltord! Oh, goodness gracious. Ooh. So, it's not going to be any time soon, because obviously I've been uploading a lot of Pro Evolution Soccer content in this last couple of weeks, but maybe the next football tournament, what is it? It's the Euros, isn't it? I forget me, because of COVID ball. I forget what tournament's coming round. But yeah, Euro 2024. Oh, look at this for football. Oh, really? Oh, what the hell? What a tame shot. There's Vieira. What the hell was that? I'm thinking of doing an England World Cup campaign. You know, I don't need to win it. If I get knocked out, inevitably, as you'd expect. Early doors. That's probably as well in the quarterfinals. Not so much early doors, but that'd be the most common exit to make as England, of course. Oh, look at that. Dinked over the top. What was that? This game's on a wind-up. I'm bloody telling you, ladies and gentlemen. This game is on a wind-up, mate. As soon as you hit that record button, I can't fucking score for shit. An absolute wind-up, mate. I'm telling you right now, pal. Oh, Italy. That's been their technique, hasn't it, in this second half. We've got 2 minutes. But yeah, it's not going to be for a while, but I might do that, maybe, to celebrate Euro 2024. Sanyol. There's a dinked cross. Or the lofty cross, I should say. And there's Zidane. I'm at a loss. I'm actually at a loss, ladies and gentlemen. I pressed square and I don't know what that was. I have no idea what that was. Another 1-0 defeat. And this humiliating consecutive draws and defeats on this game. Italy win by 1-0. And you know, I think they had the better of it. I'm really disappointed. I came into this thinking, right, I've been playing quite a bit of Pro F6 today. Won Cameroon 4-0 off camera. Had more shots, but only 2 on target. Dominated possession. But some of the shooting was just utterly shit. And now I've uploaded videos of Pro Evo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think, I'm not 100% certain, but off the top of my head, I think I've just scored 1 goal. And that is why. Look at this, top player, right? This is the difference it makes when you're not talking shit. And sometimes I just listen to music just for kind of like zone out. I said zone out, I'm still focusing. I've got my own music on. I am focusing still. But here's the England team we got for this game. A lot of them are on form. Because it's the Cup and not a league, I've kept a cumulative fatigue on. As we can see, we're playing Belgium. Got some players like Genus and Downing on form on the bench as well. That's my first team. I put Beckham in the centre because he's no pace. And Aaron Lennon is absolutely rapid on this game. I think with the first game, Lampard was off form. I had Gerrard in there. I mean, it's an embarrassment of riches, really, isn't it? Choosing between them two. Not that it ever worked in real life, but just to let you guys see, look at that. Top player. I won 4-0. It's the pressure of a recording. It's got to be. I don't know. But as you can see, I think I do a pretty decent job. This is what I always did when I was in my teens, and I played these games a lot, of making rather realistic groups. So Belgium, South Korea, Cameroon. Probably gave myself a slightly easy group there. But, you know, one from a different continent each. As you can see, I think these groups are relatively realistic. That's a good group. I like that one. Netherlands, Argentina, USA, and Poland. Ooh, look at that one. This music is friggin' amazing. I spoke in the last video, the menu music, and not so much the menu music, but when you're playing the cup campaign or you're editing, they made sure that you'd enjoy that music. It's always like a mixture of funk, soul, and jazz, and hip-hop beats and everything. It's really cool. So damn good. They'd put no effort in these days. In that 4-0 victory, ladies and gentlemen, we had 2 from Owen, 1 from Beckham, and 1 from Rooney. And an incredible goal as well, one of Owen's goals. It was a Gary Neville cross which hit the bar. The goalkeeper was in his own net like a captured cod. And then Owen, he was just on the line, he goal-langs and he just walks it in. I've never seen anything like it. Crazy. But PES 6, ladies and gentlemen, where does it rank for you in the pantheon of PS2 Pro Evo greats? I really enjoy this one. And I haven't spoke about it a lot, but sometimes I might be able to say that it's my third favourite behind 4 and 5. Give me your thoughts, and I'll see you for PES 2008, the last of the classics.